Oh, what's up, guys? It's your boy T,
And it's your boy D.
and we are Uncoded coming at you guys real quick. So today, guys, we decided to do something new. We decided to do a review of the Umbrella Academy season 2. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah. You want to go first, or should I?
Matter of fact, go ahead. Do you go first?
My overall consensus of season two was that it was fucking amazing. It was better than season one, like hands down. Like because like they had so much more going on, more character development, and honestly, there wasn't a single character that I really hated throughout the whole entire season. How about you, T?
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. I actually think I might have liked season 1 better, just because I'm not really a fan of like time displacement kind of things. It
Mm-hmm.
worked though. It worked great. I really did like season 2, but overall I think I still do like season 1 more. But man, season 2 just did a lot of stuff I liked, right? So let's talk about it. So you want to mention the stuff you didn't like first, or the stuff you did like first?
Okay. The stuff I did like was like well, all of the characters were like fleshed out pretty well. They had motivations. Luther stopped being an idiot, which is what I really like, because you know how in season one he was just trying to be a suck up to his dad, and kept trying to be the hero and made shit worse for like everyone else around him. And he pretty much just stopped doing that and like took a step back and tried to be himself a little bit throughout the season, which I really enjoyed. And then number three, Diego. I actually didn't like him that much inside season one because he just seemed to like cliche, like, oh, I'm this loner bad boy, I do all this shit by myself. But then coming around this season, he became more of a team player kind of, which I really enjoyed. And then number two, um, I forgot her name right now, but the black girl, I liked how they gave her more to do, because season one she was kind of just really there. Like she really didn't do that much, but this time they gave her more stuff to do, and putting her in the racial like type of environment like really kind of helped her flesh out her character a bit more. And then Klaus was just being Klaus, so Klaus was always cool. Number five, he's always entertaining, and it's just like kind of crazy to see a little kid acting this way, which always is just really entertaining. And Vanya, I was just happy for her, and pretty much, and everybody else is still pretty good too. What about you?
You know what's funny? I had probably the complete opposite kind of take. It's actually kind of funny. So Vanya, I liked her season 1. Season 2, she got on my fucking nerves. Oh
what is she,
my
what
gosh.
did she do?
Yo, she was just one of those people. She was just so fucking annoying. Like, okay, like she's one of those people who just didn't have common sense. Like, bro, this is the '60s. It's not 2000 and fucking 19. People thought different back in the days. Even if you're a kid and you went to school, you know how different it is back in the days. She kept trying to apply stuff from 2019 to 1960 to like her girlfriend or whatever, and it's like, bro, like use your brain. Like, this is not the same. The environment's completely different. Like, you can't apply stuff in the future to the past and think it's gonna make sense. Like, it's just stupid. And then she kept messing up the plans. Like no. Like, she kept telling number five no, and number five's like, yo, I understand your situation. She can't obviously go to the future. That's gonna mess up the timeline, you idiot. Like, what? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you take someone from 1960 and you put them in 2019 and think nothing is gonna, like, oh, like, she just got on my nerves. And
Nah,
then
I mean, uh,
oh, it was like, bruh. And then it kind of got on my nerves that like, okay, like, she's the one who caused the end of the world again. I was like, bruh, can she have something else to do?
yeah,
Shit.
that part was kind of like damn, it's her again. It can't be someone else. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Like that was a big focal point. But they better not do that again for season three, though.
Yeah, it was just so, like, I honestly thought like Luther was going to do something stupid that was going to cause the end of the world, and I would have been like, yo, that was hilarious. But I always like Klaus. Klaus is always like the fun kind of. He's so weird that he's just hilarious. Like, I love Klaus. And then like I really like the fact that Ben had some time to shine. I really want Ben to come to life. That's honestly what I wanted.
Shit, I actually forgot about Ben until you brought him up.
Yeah, I really liked him. By the way, this is a spoiler review, guys. I'm sorry. I should have said that in the beginning. I'm gonna put something up in the video that's gonna say that. But yeah, it like I always liked them. The thing is the opposite. Like my two favorite characters I really liked last season was Luther and Diego.
Really?
Yeah, I love them both. Because I generally like those type of hero archetypes. Like I like the guy who always tries to do things right, but then just kind of fucks up. Like I like the fact that Luther was just a guy who like he tried to be perfect and he just was never perfect. Like I kind of like that because it made him seem, it made him seem like a realistic person. Luther is an idiot though. I'm not gonna say he's not an idiot. Like he even looks like an idiot. Just look at his like his body shape. What bodybuilder is built like? His body. It doesn't make any sense. But I did like him in this new setting. Like he was cool. He was cool. He was more dumb. I thought he was more dumb this season. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, yeah. I mean, because like when I say he was an idiot, I'm mainly like talking about that one scene where, in season 1, where like Vanya had her powers, and then she came to the house, and then Luther like knocked her out and put her in that little safe.
Yeah.
And then everybody was telling you like, we should let her out to help her, but he was like, nah, son, like keep her in there. That's what made me think that like, he's an idiot. But then in season 2, he realized he was wrong and like, stopped fucking up as much. And so then off of that, I'm like, okay, maybe he's not an idiot no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he's still an idiot. but
mentally, yeah.
Yeah. I do like the fact that he did apologize for that because he was a dick for that. But he's still the giant fucking idiot. Like, especially during like he's just such a simp for Allison. It's just like, bro, like, okay, I get that you like her. It makes sense, bro. Like, it's just, I don't know. That part just kind of got on my nerves. And then,
I mean, is he really simple? Because it's like they were just about to get together in season 1, but then this whole time travel shit kind of fucked it up. And then she got married, and it's like, to him, this is still kind of fresh to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I'll give him a pass. You're right. I'll give him a pass on that.
Because they were just about to get together.
That is true. I forgot that. Yeah, you're right. So okay, I take that back. His simp pass has been revoked. There you go. But I did like Diego. I always like Diego because I do like that kind of like, because if you have a family, and anyone who has a lot of siblings would know this, none of y'all fuckers are alike. Well, you have siblings.
Exactly, facts.
One of them is gonna be a loner. So it's like that to me made sense. I always did like his character. I like the fact that he's a badass. I like that a lot. Number 5 is probably my favorite, but I do like Diego a lot.
Yeah, I like number 5 the most. Just because I just find it so amusing having a like 10-year-old or like 15-year-old kid just acting the most grown out of everybody. I just find that hilarious.
And I always forget. You know what's funny? Because he acts so grown, I always forget that he's that young. Don't you always forget that? Like in the show, like I really do think he's an old man. Like I don't even like I know he's a kid, but in my brain, I still don't see him as a kid.
Yeah, like because all of his mannerisms even show that. And then remember that one scene where they all go to like meet their dad, and then like their dad is like, okay, all of these kids are just fucking stupid, and then he chooses to talk to number 5 by himself because he knew that, okay, this is the most grown-up person out of all of these people here, and that's why he chooses to like just talk to him. So it kind of plays in well into that.
No, I really did like that. His actor did an incredible job with him on that, and I actually agree with you on Allison. Allison is this, I think, is the revival for character. Season 1, she was annoying as hell to me too, because she was, number 1, she was really spoiled because she used her powers to get everything. Mm-hmm. And then I don't know, I'll be honest, I'm never really a fan of when heroes have like kids and stuff like that. I kind of don't like that. Yeah. So just because it's just kind of like, all right, guys, like my main responsibility is I'm just a mom and that's it. Like I don't know. I'm not really like a fan of that, but I really do like her character. I think it shined a lot. I like Ray a lot, like her husband. Like their dynamic to me was way more enjoyable than her and dumbass Luther.
Yeah, I
Way
mean,
better.
yeah, like they had years together, but I mean, Luther and her, they just had like a passing crush that I think culminated in like one kiss. So I guess they had more time to like have a dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like this is one of those times where the SJW stuff actually kind of worked because of the time period and everything that happened. Like there was a
Racism.
there was a lot of like SJW in this season, but like because it was done in like the time, place, everything happened, like it worked. I thought it was cool. Yeah, I really did like what they did with her character. They made her less annoying. She had a purpose. Like she was doing like the whole civil rights thing, even though she took it kind of far when she was like doing that little like coffee thing. But you know, it's understandable because that one dude was a dick.
Yeah.
So it's
And then you got to remember, like during all those like 3 years or like 2 years she was there, she never used her powers up until that point to like save Ray. So she really like grew as a person throughout that whole ordeal as well.
exactly. The only thing I would say about that is I think they missed such a good opportunity. They should have made Allison be the one to cause the world ending because that would have really made sense.
Think in the comic books she is responsible for JFK's assassination. I'm not even sure, like, because I think she told she rumored the president to like have his head explode, and that was the quote unquote sniper shot that like killed him. So
Oh shit! So
yeah,
them going back in time was part of the comic because I've never read the comic book.
yeah. Well, I've only read the like first volume, so pretty much I've only read season one technically, if you want to
Okay.
put it that way. But I believe that whole time travel thing was volume three, and they kind of just like moved that to be season two, and it was just that whole assassination plot, and she was the one that like caused the assassination.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think that would have been more creative. They would have done it. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think overall, the story this season was like it made you actually want to watch it. Like nothing. That's one thing I really like about the Umbrella Academy is that it doesn't drag.
yeah, it really doesn't.
You know, it's not one of those shows where you watch and it's just like, yo, am I at the next episode yet? Like, it's like a really entertaining watch. What did you think about the twist of them making the dad an alien?
I mean, like I said, like I've read the comics, so I always knew that he was an alien, and they kind of showed it a little bit in like season one during some kind of a flashback where he was looking out the window, and it didn't seem like he was on planet Earth, sort of. So they kind of hinted it, but season two just confirmed it. So it wasn't a twist for me. I was just waiting for them to actually like show it.
I'll be honest. I mean, if it's in the comic, I'm not gonna complain about it. I didn't really care for that twist because the thing about their dad was that their dad was just so interesting because he was just like a regular person. That to me is what made him interesting. But the fact that he's an alien, I don't know, just kind of takes away from the like. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just really like the aspect of him just being a human, but being that big of a dick.
Stubborn, yeah, I can see that, but you know what I'm saying, it's like they're just trying to have like key plots be faithful to the comic books, and it kind of makes sense to like how he was able to like maybe find all of these special kids and like group them together like that, because that one lady, she only found one child while he went up and found seven. So
Yeah. What'd you think about that twist of them making her one of the children?
that was a twist I did not see coming, because mainly it was like she's not even a comic book character, like inside the comics. So like that threw me for a loop, but it did make some sense, because remember when number five was like chasing her in that building, and then like she was like teleporting like to like different parts of the room, and then people like, yo, like how the hell was she doing that? And then like people just kind of like brushed it off, but then that just brought everything full circle, But I didn't like her power set because she's pretty sure, because she's like practically stronger than all of them put together because she can copy them. And
Yeah,
I
she's a
just didn't,
mimic.
yeah, like I didn't like that power because technically by herself she's useless, but if she's by them, then she's useful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I thought that power was kind of a cop out too. The fact
Yeah.
that happened. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a shocker though when she kind of like duplicated Vanya or White Violet, whatever the hell they call her. But
Mhm.
so I mean, I didn't necessarily mind that. What'd you think about the twist of them making her like the double agent? Because remember, at first she was just a crazy girl, and then she ended up being a double agent. Like, what'd you think about that?
I felt as if that was like that came real left field for me because the whole Swedes were like chasing them, shooting at them, and like they both seemed in like real danger, and I don't know. And then she slept with him, and I'm like, you probably didn't have to do that, to like be that deep in cover, and it just felt kind of left field for me.
Yeah, that was super left field. I mean, it's kind of a cliche thing that they tend to do in kind of like TV shows, but like, yeah, I didn't mind it. It definitely caught me off guard because I thought she was just crazy. She definitely looked the part. Um, the only thing I could say that like I really wasn't a fan of this season is that like I hope that like next season they don't do would the way that the season ends. It seems like they're not going to do this, but like have the cop out villains again, which is basically like those people who just shoot guns at them.
Yeah.
I'm very tired of seeing that. I kind of want them to fight other people, but by the end of this season, it kind of looked like they were going that direction.
Speaking of like cop out and like shooting guns, that one scene where like all those people like teleported and then Diego and Five were like running back to the barn and they all started shooting. Like, how were they all missing?
Yeah,
Like
that
I was like, how?
that
Like
was
because
bullshit.
because they were running for like a
That
smooth minute. They were
was
running for a long time.
bullshit. That was not only was that bullshit, it was the fact that Diego wasn't even curving those bullets either. So they weren't even running that like in like yeah, that whole scene was bullshit, but like I don't know. In a show where people have fucking tentacles coming out of them and like weird shit is happening, I was just like, all right, whatever. This show's weird anyway. So I kind of just accepted that. But one part I thought was super dope, and it was the end. It was like the end. Remember where they killed everybody?
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, yo, they killed everybody.
Everybody.
They killed every. Not only did they kill everybody, the person who killed everybody, then they got killed. So it was like, yo, I thought that part was like dope as hell. And then like when number 5 came back and like I don't know, I just thought that was dope because like I like in shows when they do that when like someone tells someone in like episode 1 or 2 and then they bring it up in episode 10. I
Hmm.
always like because it's kind of like rewards you for watching and stuff like that. Like I did like that. I thought that was dope. And then him like going back in seconds in time and then like grabbing I just thought that was dope as hell.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, cause like, what did the dude tell him? Like, he said that maybe you tried to do too much, baby steps. So it's like, okay, 5, 6 seconds, that's cool. Like maybe like it's like working out. You don't just start benching 500 pounds, even though I don't know who can do that, but you gotta start out small, 130, and then you just work your way up. And and like that also like sends a really good message to people. Like, don't try to do too much at once, baby steps. So that was a dope scene. And then I like the fact that he still let that one girl get shot because it was like, nah, fuck you. I'm saving them. He's like, it's like, nah.
That shit was hilarious. I was like, damn, he's like number 5 to me is just like he's like a ruthless dick. Honestly, he's probably the most like the dad out of all of them. But
He's grown pretty much.
I just thought that shit was funny. And then at the end where he let the dude go too, he was like, bro, I don't even really want to do this shit. Even though those dudes were really weird though.
They
Like,
were.
that was so like did you see the kitchen? Like I don't know what they were trying to say with that kitchen scene.
I don't know either. I think it was just like, hey, look at these guys. They're pretty quirky, huh? Like, but it was just weird.
It was weird because I don't know, like the way that they made that scene look, and then like it was weird because they fucking the way that they shot it, it's like they made you look at this dude's ass for like 3 seconds, and I was like, what are you trying to say? Like, I thought like they're getting out, like, are they all like boyfriends or something like that? That's what I thought. I thought they were all gonna be like boyfriends or something like that, and then it turns out they're all brothers, but they're kind of looking at each other like really weird. Like, did you see that? Like, they were looking at each other like really weird. So I was like, oh, like I don't know what they're trying to do here.
I just felt something was just so off about these people. Well, I was like disappointed because I thought that they would actually explain why these like three brothers are like so weird, but they just never did. And
Yeah,
and,
they didn't.
and I was like I was really like hoping like maybe they were scientific like lab rats or some shit like that who were, or maybe they're like clones of like somebody. That's what I was thinking too. But it was like, nah, we're not gonna tell you shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're just like, they remind me of like Agent Smith from like The Matrix.
Exactly.
How they're just kind of like there, but they're just really like, I don't know, they're just really weird. Like I like the people from last season more. The ones that had like Mary J. Blige and the one white dude. I like them more. They have more character.
Hazel and Cha-Cha.
Yeah, they were cool. I liked Hazel. That's one thing I kind of like. That's one reason I think I did like season more a little bit better, just because the villains had a little bit more flavor to them. They're.
Yeah, pretty much. Overall. But how would you rate this season out of 10?
Out of 10, damn, this season was really fucking good. Like, I would have gave last season maybe like a 10 out of 10. But like this season, maybe like a 9.5. I really liked it. I just like just something about season 1 that made me like it just a little bit more.
Nah. I'll give season 1 like a 7.5, and then this one would be like a 9.
Damn. Okay.
It's still pretty high. So
yeah, that is pretty high. Yeah, I mean, the thing I really like about the series, and I think the magic with the series is that the series knows it's weird as hell, and they embrace it.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, cause and it doesn't really take itself too seriously throughout. Like, they even crack jokes like here and there. Cause remember when they found out that one lady, has powers, and like, she's one of us, and then they were like saying like, oh, so she's our sister, and then Diego was like, but like not biological, right? Pretty much said like, we smashed. Like, I don't want to smash my own sister. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was like, okay, yeah, this show is just going all over the place, and they're just having fun with it.
That was hilarious. You know what? You know what's funny? Because I didn't even think about it that way. When I heard Diego say it, I was just like, he's just an idiot. Like, none of you guys are related. That's like the first thing that came to my head. But then now that you say it, I'm like, okay, that's why he said that.
Yeah, not biological, right? Yeah. I was like, duh. Of course not biological. But, calling each other sister and brother, it's like, it's still kind of weird. Like, yeah, I just smashed my sister, y'all. Like, it just, who says that?
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, you're right. It is kind of weird, but it's like, it wouldn't be weird either way because Luther and Allison like each other. So it's...
they had a childhood crush here and there.
But they grew up in the same house, bro. That's still weird.
I know.
That doesn't make it any less not weird. Extremely weird.
Yeah, maybe Diego. I mean, maybe they got over it, and this is new to Diego. Or some shit, I don't know, right? But it was still a funny thing for him to say, so I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was, to me, it was pretty funny. I mean, I'll be honest, I really didn't see the twist coming with them making Vanya in love with the wife. I didn't see that coming at all.
I got the vibes, but I didn't think they would actually go through with it. Because, the like wife was just kind of attached to Vanya a little bit. And then once I peeped, I was like, oh, okay, they might go this way. But I didn't know Vanya would, reciprocate those feelings. Because she had a boyfriend in season 1, so.
Yeah, which is kind of why, I mean, like I said, it was very SJW. Because, I wasn't mad at it. I was like, all right, whatever. I kind of see why they did it. Like, okay, with the times and stuff like that. So I wasn't mad at the fact that they did it. I think it would have been more interested if the wife was more interested in Vanya like that, and she wasn't though. I think that would have been more of an interesting dynamic. Because then
That
it
would
would,
be interesting.
yeah, that's what I said. Because then it would be like her having these feelings at this time, and then Vanya being like, I don't know, not really. I don't know. I think that would have been more interesting because like compared to season one, it's like Vanya's always falling in love with someone she shouldn't be falling in love with. So what really, you know what I'm saying? What really changed?
Exactly. Yeah. Jesus. But what do you think will happen for season 3, or what do you want to happen for season 3?
Okay, first off, season three, I'm glad that Ben is alive.
Thank God.
Because like it was just so depressing knowing the fact that one of them died, and then the fact is like I honestly thought like when dude, I forget which number it is, Crazy Brother, the one that had the whole like Colt, what's his name again? I completely forgot. Klaus, yeah.
Klaus.
I thought that like Klaus, when he threw him up, he was gonna come back alive or something like that. But I'm glad he's getting a like more screen time. But yeah, I'm excited. Like, okay, season 3, he's more likely to be there full time. I want them to fight other people who have got powers because I'm tired of. Because to me, it's just kind of like you have like basically the Justice League who are forced to fight like Mr. Smith. That's all like these last 2 seasons have been like Mr. Smith versus Justice League.
Yeah, but that whole Time Bureau company, like since it's under new management, I doubt they will be the villains that they have to fight. And notice how their dad like didn't like pick any of those kids, but still chose Ben because he never met Ben, so he still thought of Ben as a potential child to pick to be part of his crew, which is a pretty clever nod. But for what I hope for is the Sparrow and the Umbrella Academy kind of going like head to head, trying to be heroes and then getting in each other's way. That's what I hope to happen for season 3.
No, I think that will happen, and I hope it does. My thing is, okay, season 3, what are things that you don't want for season 3? That's what I want to hear. What are things you don't want?
Uh, Shit. Well, Vanya not being the cause for the end of the actually, no. I don't want any more end of the world or situations to happen. Like, let's keep it smaller scaled and just make it more. Let's actually save this city from a supervillain that's actually trying to destroy the world, not accidentally destroying the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that too. I definitely want more dancing scenes because those dancing scenes are just so funny. Especially nothing beats like the first season dancing scene when like Luther's dancing and he's just like terrible. That had me dying. Yeah, I want obviously like I said more dancing scene. I don't want any more end of the world. I want Vanya to stop being so freaking annoying.
The weird part about the dancing scene, well, what's actually a behind the scenes, because the person that plays number 7, Vanya, is like how she's gay in real life. You know that, right?
She's gay in real life?
Yeah, she's gay in real life, and her girlfriend or wife is a dance choreographer, and she was the person that choreographed that dance in season 1 for all those people. Don't quote me on that though, but that's what I heard.
I didn't know that. I could see her being gay. She doesn't look like someone that would be opposed to it.
Yeah. Ellen Page, yeah, she came out like a while back, but she came a long way from Juno.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I definitely want more dancing scenes. Obviously, like the newer villains. I'll be honest. I would be happy if Claire doesn't make it back. I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad because like she's what's her name's daughter, but like I don't know. I just felt like she was just added to add some depth to Allison's dry personality in season 1.
Oh, I mean, they didn't even show the daughter that much. Like, I think you only saw her in like 2 flashbacks, and Allison tried to call her a couple of times to see if she's okay, but her ex-husband was like, nah, like you are not seeing our child anymore. After trying to it's like who uses their like powers on their children like that? That's really fucked up. So
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, you're
and
right.
in season 2, like, did they even mention her child?
No, I think in season 2 they basically said that she had gotten erased. That's why at the end of season 2 when they're all going back to the end of the world, she's like, "Oh, so will I be able to see Claire again?"
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because she assumed that because the whole world died, that Claire died and everybody else died, so that's why she didn't really like bring her up. But I don't know. I'm just like I said, I'm not a fan of heroes having kids, and then like I don't know. I'll be fine if she didn't. She just didn't have a daughter.
Yeah. I mean, she was kind of used as a backstory plot element to kind of show you like the dangers of her powers or how misuse of your powers can be. But besides that, she's not really needed.
Oh, and
So
let's talk about the fact that she looked way better this season.
they gave her.
Alice, yeah, Alice, her hair, whatever they did
Hmm.
with it, I hope she brings that shit to 2019. She looked way better with that.
Yeah, yeah. Like they really focused on her a lot, and it's like, you know what, we got to make her look good, because because maybe people complained about it too much during season 1 that they listened. It's like, you know what, nah, we got to make her look good.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't ugly. She was just like, she all right. But like this season, her hair changed. She looks 10 times better. She should keep it. She should definitely keep it. What'd you think about Klaus this season?
I mean, Klaus is Klaus. I mean, I felt bad for the situation where he was trying to talk to Dave, and I was like, damn, like I kind of because I put myself in his shoes, but not in like a gay kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like there's someone that you love that you know is gonna die, but you try to convince them, but there's nothing you can really do to actually stop them from dying. Like that felt like I felt really bad for him. And then when he went back to drinking because you know he knew it was gonna happen, I was like, damn, Klaus, man, I feel bad for you, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up. When I thought about it, that was kind of fucked up. But I don't know. They made Dave kind of like I know that Dave's supposed to be in the closet, but they made Dave not even really seem like he was like gay or like I don't know. They just kind of like I don't know. Maybe like I said, I don't know how that side of town works. I don't know. Maybe it in their closet there's something I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But
I,
I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. Did it not like kind of like register to you? Like I don't know.
I mean, it's one of those scenes where it's like if you already know that person is gay, it's like you start to kind of like pick up on things. You know what I'm saying? So so
Yeah.
so I already kind of sort of got the vibe, and then once his uncle came and was just spouting all that like homophobic stuff, I was like, okay, shit's clicking now. So he's a homophobe. That's why you're so afraid to come out. And then once you go to war and are away from your uncle, then he can be his true self. Then I was like, so that part, like, it all clicked for me about him being gay, like, and
Yeah.
like his mannerisms. Because remember, he hesitated to punch Klaus because Klaus was spitting facts. Motherfucker was spitting like dude that whole scene, bro. And then it was like, damn, son, I really so like it was just like a whole like hodgepodge of shit right there, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that definitely made sense now that you said it. Yeah, he probably did feel more comfortable about that. I don't know. I feel like everybody was probably homophobic at that time though.
Yeah,
So
60s, bro.
yeah. So I mean they didn't even like black people. So like yeah, I definitely could understand that. I don't know. I just felt like, man, I felt bad for Ben because Ben was like, man, I'm just trying to get it in. I'm just trying. You got to think about it, he died when he was probably like Brian hadn't even gotten it in yet. So I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, and that's also one thing. Is like Ben died young, right? So
Yeah.
why isn't his ghost young? So did his ghost grow up too, like to be the same age as his family?
What I'm thinking is because he didn't like move on like
Hmm.
spiritually that whatchamacallit, he went through Klaus as he aged. So he's Klaus's perception of Ben as he aged is what I'm
Okay.
guessing. That's my interpretation. It could not be, but that's how I saw it.
Yeah, but I mean, that might be one. plot error, but still, it's a good show. So I'm not gonna like dwell on that though. But that really just kind of like made me think like, do ghosts age?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a really good question. I don't
Yeah.
know. I just think overall, man, I think the season was great. Like I said in the beginning, I really didn't like the fact that they had time travel in the past, just because I don't know. I kind of just wanted to continue where it left off, but it was a good choice. It was good stories. Um, Diego got on my freaking nerves with trying to stop the JF Kennedy shit.
Oh yeah.
Got on my
Oh my goodness. I
nerves.
forgot about that. That shit was so dumb. And then because number five was telling him like you can't change certain things like that because that might have major repercussions like throughout the future. But he was just so pressed on trying to be the hero that I'm like, bro, you don't have to be the hero in the situation. Just let it go.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I realized in the show is all the dudes are idiots except for number five.
Pretty much.
All of them are just dumb. Like Klaus does not know. Klaus is just up in the air. Luther is an idiot, and then
Mm-hmm.
Diego is just dumb as hell. Like besides number five and like Allison, like everybody's pretty dumb.
Yep. And Vanya's just there to the side, just handling
Annoying.
handling her own issues. Is like,
She's just annoying. She's so annoying. Oh my gosh, man. I wish she would go back to season one where she just didn't have any like power. Like, she was annoying this season.
woman. It's like no.
It was like, bruh, like she didn't solve anything.
She helped what's his name? Harlan. That
Yeah,
was something.
she did help Harlan. I actually did feel bad for the husband because like I don't know, like me, okay, like on the outside, if this was 2019, her husband's a dick. Her
Mm-hmm.
husband's a dick and a homophobe. But if you think about it back then, and like I said, this is not on some like I don't think that like he didn't even seem like he was that bothered by his wife being gay, honestly. It just seemed that he just wanted to stay with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I saw. And like I said, if you think about the standards for that time, this is not relating to the gay anything gay. This is relating to the fact that like how a man is and how a woman is at that time. Because yeah, I think this is before feminism was really like a thing. So it's like if you think about his standards and the way that he's brought up in a way that's like, okay, like the man is this, the woman is that. Like that's kind of like the stereotypical like household architect. Like I don't think that her husband was a bad person. I thought if
He,
she
he really wasn't. Like
yeah,
throughout the whole entire season, I was like, he's not a bad person because it's like if we judge him based on his actions and not based on how we feel about the main characters, like he didn't really do much that bad. He took Vanya in, treated her like family,
exactly.
and then he knew his son had like mental problems, but respected his wife's choice to kind of just like not take him to any kind of institution. But like he only did it until things got too like much, and then and it was like he wasn't trying to like kill the boy. He was trying to like take him somewhere where he can be helped honestly. And so
Exactly. That's why, like, I'm not saying like I liked him, but like I understood him, and like I honestly think the problem was that his wife just wanted to be with a woman. I think
pretty much.
that's the only. If she would have gotten with any other man in the 1960s, she would have gotten the same exact thing. I think his wife just should have just never married. His wife should have just stayed like dolo, honestly, and just
Hmm.
went off to somewhere where she could have just been with a woman. But like her husband thought that like she was straight and wanted to be with his wife, basically.
Yeah, pretty
So
much.
I don't, like I said, I don't think that like her husband was like a bad person. I kind of don't like the fact that they just only like showed him kind of being like this dick, but like he really did care. He cared about his kid. It's just like, bro, like if any of you guys have grandparents who were born at that time, talk to your grandparents about that shit. See how they react towards it.
Yeah.
Like that's just how people were. and I'm not saying it's everything he did was necessarily right, but it's just like people have got to stop putting things out of context.
Exactly. Because I think people were just so happy to see this whole lesbian romance that they were trying to root for the husband to get out the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think so too. I think so too. Like I understand like his wife at that time was scared to come out because it's not like how it is now. Like back then that you couldn't even when I was a little kid, like in the '90s, like that was kind of frowned upon. At least in my area, it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
So
You gotta think about all the things he provided. He's like nice house, like living on a farm. He ain't beat her, talk down on the wife or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like treated like her right. Went out on business trips. The only one negative thing he actually really did, besides turning Vanya in, was like remember when he went to the club and got like stupid drunk.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the only real like honest like negative about him. Because
exactly.
other than that, he seemed like a like father that actually cared for his kids and his family and wants his family to be good.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know, bro. Like that situation is kind of tough because it's like back then
Mm,
his wife is kind of like in a lose-lose situation back then, especially for like being a part of that kind of community that she's in.
yeah,
Honestly, like the only thing I could have really like suggested for his wife is just I guess have a girlfriend on the side or something, or could have just kept Vanya as the girl on the side and then just lived her life. Honestly, like it sounds messed up, but like if you think about 1960, they didn't accept that stuff back then. They didn't accept black people back then, so it's like you know
wrong place, wrong time. So
exactly.
yeah, but I know it's a messed up situation, but we can't just make it seem as if this is all the husband's fault, for the messed up situation.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. It's not all his fault. I mean, it's not his fault at all, honestly, to be completely honest with you. I just think it's the wife's fault, but like I said, I have sympathy for the wife because okay, back then you really couldn't do anything. So I mean, it's understandable on the wife's part. It's just at the end of the day that like Vanya you can't like that's the reason why I really didn't like Vanya because it's like she didn't put anything into context. She just reacted purely off of emotion and was just like, "Oh, he's a dick. He treats you like shit." He really doesn't treat you like shit. He treats you like anybody else at that time where they didn't really have feminism. Like you can't blame people like I don't know. It's not something him treating his wife is not equivalent to a slave master and a slave. Completely different.
Exactly. And then the husband was even like he even treated Vanya well before the whole lesbian incident got exposed. Like he was treating her well. Because remember, first time they met, first time you saw them in a scene, he was talking to her, being nice to her, and talking about, hey, we put more papers in the news for you, so like hopefully your like your real family will find you soon. So it's like he seemed to actually care about taking care of this random stranger, you know?
Yeah. And like I said, he wasn't even really tripping off of his wife being gay like that. He didn't even really care. He was just like, bro, like you're just not gonna be messing around with my wife, which anybody who's married to someone doesn't want someone messing with their wife. So that like I don't know. I just didn't like the fact that they try to paint him as like the super dick homophobic dude who just hated everybody. It's just like no, he thought I mean back then people still send their kids to the funny farm now if they
So
think you're crazy. So like in Harlan, the thing is Harlan wasn't getting better. So at that time, what was the solution?
exactly. And he put up with it for years and years, but then it's like eventually it's like the boy needs help. I'm sorry, but the boy needs help.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. He did need help. He did need help, and it's unfortunate back then they didn't have that. But like, I mean, it's just all a part of history. Like 10 years from now, they're gonna look at the coronavirus and be like, "Oh, I know exactly what that was."
Mm-hmm.
But are they gonna blame us in 2020 for not knowing exactly what to do? No. So like, you can't. Everything has to be put in context. So people have to remember that. But like overall, like I said, it was a strong season. Fuck Vanya. Just want to say that for one last time. He was. I don't care how anyone says it. I know they try to point her as a hero. Like no. If anything, her girlfriend is more of a hero than Vanya.
Damn, son. This hate on Vanya is strong.
She's just so like season 1. Like I felt for her. I was like, damn. Like I fuck with her character. This season, she was just irritating.
There are no bad characters in this season for me.
So you liked everybody?
Yeah, I was even kind of upset when that one dude died. What's his name? It's like the dude that owned that little like TV shop place that got abandoned.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but I was even upset when when he died, because he seemed like a nice person overall, and it was kind of fucked up how he died being dragged into their bullshit.
I knew he was gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. I knew he was gonna die, and I honestly, to God, I thought Ray was gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was gonna die.
Kill a black man.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think they probably just edited that out at the last minute. They're like, nah, not the right time. Let him live.
Leave some reshoots, like shit like that.
Exactly.
Racial tensions are high.
Exactly. But yeah, I liked his character. I thought he was a dope character. Thought, like I said before, thought he was better than Luther.
Yeah. Because Luther and her are just, it's pretty much a childhood crush that never got explored. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all it really is.
Yeah, but overall, man, like I said, I give this season is going to be a 9.5 out of 10 for me. I loved it. Thought it was great. Not as good as season 1 to me. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're going to be like, oh my gosh, blah, 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 whatever. It's still good. It's still an A. It just don't get that A+.
Yeah, I mean, so everybody's entitled to their opinion. Season 1's a 7.5. This one's a 9. Hopefully, season 3 will just be a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Okay. So, for the most part, guys, this has been the Unquoted review. But if you guys want us to review anything else, let us know. Do you have anything that you're thinking about reviewing, D? Guys, so this has been your boy, T.
This has been your boy, D.
And this is Unquoted. Like I said, guys, you want us to review anything else, let us know. We'll be happy to review it. All right, guys. Stay tuned more.
Peace.
Deuces.